Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, happy to be here. I'm glad of this routine for real. Could be a crazy day today. I'm going to stay positive, use my affirmations, do my morning routine, do what I need to do because I I can't get into it right now, but it's already not that great of a morning, but I'm making the best of it.
Good for you. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. When things are not going well for other people, and especially like in your household, like you still got to stay focused. You got to do what's right for you. Morning routines, keep doing it no matter what. Be be diligent in your routines and your what do you call it? If you know it works for you, don't let anybody steer you off. Just do it. So this is what I'm doing today. So I'm getting hydrated. So have some water, take your vitamins, your prescriptions, things like that. And we're gonna watch a motivational video. Say hello to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm gonna take my vitamins. And we'll see what kind of motivation we get. So you can stay mentally well, you know? You know what I'm realizing? If there's, if you're having trouble finding like encouraging, positive people to be around, it's really important to do encouraging, positive things online. It does has like the similar effects. It's not like hanging out with somebody in person that's really encouraging and supportive, but at least look up encouraging, supportive information that's really helpful. So I just picked one. Here we go. See what you get out of it. And thank you for being here.
The journey of faith is not merely one of belief, but also of patience. Trusting in God's timing is an act of surrendering our own limited vision, understanding that our view is but a speck in the vast panorama of God's grand design. In Psalm 27:14, it is said, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord." When we align ourselves with this divine orchestration, we recognize that the blessings of patience are manifold. In this video, we'll share a life-changing story. Also, we'll pray a powerful prayer in the mighty name of Jesus. So watch to the end and open up your hearts to receive the blessings of this prayer. You see, to be impatient is to grasp at shadows, while missing the substance. Impatience stems from our own insecurities, our own fears, and most of all, our reluctance to relinquish control. Yet when we wait upon the Lord, when we trust in His timing, the blessings are not just what we receive at the end, but also in the very act of waiting. In these quiet moments of trust, our faith is fortified, our spirit is nurtured, and our character is refined. Every delay, every pause becomes an opportunity to draw closer to Him, to lean into His wisdom and feel His comforting presence. The blessings of trusting God's timing are both immediate and eternal. In the immediacy, our hearts are stilled, our anxieties are quelled, and our souls find rest. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us to trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. By surrendering to His timing, we are led down paths of righteousness, of serendipity, and of unexpected joy. However, the perils of impatience are equally profound. In our haste, we risk making choices misaligned with His plan for us, choices that might bring momentary satisfaction, but long-term despair. Instead of reaping the rewards of God's perfect timing, we find ourselves facing the consequences of our impulsive decisions. As Galatians 6:9 advises, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Timing, in God's perspective, is not just about the when, but also the why, the how, and the who. It is
It's just us today. What did I get out of it? I'm not really sure. Align with divine orchestration. I like that. Align with divine orchestration. Be patient. Don't fear. Blessings come eventually. Surrender to his timing and don't be impulsive. And I guess I could use that today. You could use that advice. Did you get anything?
There was one thing he said, but I can't remember. I didn't catch it. It was going too fast.
Yeah, sometimes it goes too fast and you can't write it down for a word. Um, yeah, I'll be patient today. I'll be patient. Everything, we gotta realize everything works out for good. Oh my goodness, she's here. Good morning. Um, yeah, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna do our goals, our gratitude and goals. And gosh, thank you so much for being here. There's no like I can't tell you what, this morning routine and having people here in the morning to do this with, hold you accountable. It makes all the difference to me. I know I've heard your guys' stories. It helps you guys too. So just again, much gratitude for you guys for being here. So gratitude, put some music on, 2 minutes on the timer. What are we grateful for today? Get your mind, I get my mind off of things that aren't going well and focus on things that are going well. So music, come on. Yes, thank you for having me over for tea yesterday. That was definitely needed, and the sage and the incense and beautiful, good conversations. I'm grateful for all my friends that have been such a support for me and showing their care and concern. My doctors are amazing. I couldn't ask for better doctors. They're both spiritual. They're into health, vitamins, minerals, things like that. Grateful for our routines, my home and car, having a job I love, person pushing me to be a better person. That is awesome. Okay, we're at 2 minutes on the clock for our goals, plan our day. Having a plan for your day and setting an intention is very powerful. So if I have the intention of staying positive or avoiding someone or spending time with someone, we make it happen, you know? well. And your uplifting part. I want to read them in a second, but I'm really working hard on mine. So uplift others. What can we do? How to make can't type. Oh that didn't work. Here. I'll use that guy. How can we uplift others, serve the world's people, make the world a better place? Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got some goals. We got some yoga, light therapy, morning routine, water the plant, clean kitchen counters, fold towels, empty dishwasher. Geez, we got a lot going on. And then Alicia's got so busy. She's got a lot going on too. Homeschool, nutrition, and counseling. You need to get coffee filters. Got that on the list. I love that she put our long-term goals on there. And I also did too. I want to be an uplifting person while maintaining my own. Uplift myself and others. Be a public speaker, a good mom. And be honest and vulnerable. Yes, being a supportive friend. That makes all the difference, being there for a friend. For real. Good ones. Okay. So, all right, how about I pull a little card and we could talk a little bit and we'll do a meditation. Whoop. Powerful star as I gaze into the big blue sky above me, illuminated by Earth's life-giving star. The eclipse is coming soon. I hold my head back and breathe in. I allow the sun to touch my skin and I feel its power flowing into my spirit. I take its light as a source of revitalizing energy. Oh, I wish I could see the sun right now because that definitely works for me. If I just put my face towards the sun in the morning, take a big deep breath in, just give a moment of thanks while the sun hits my face. That helps set up you for a healthy circadian rhythm too, if you do that in the morning. So if sun comes out today, make sure you thank it and take it all in. We could do it though in meditation. We can visualize that light coming down and touching our face and healing us, making us feel warm and appreciated and loved. So we shall do that. Does anybody have anything they want to say about the card or before we start with our meditation?
Just that I substitute light therapy on cloudy days, especially. It helps. It's not quite the same as the sun, but it does help quite a bit.
Yeah, and I have one. I should pull it out. I'll do that today. I'm gonna put that on my to-do list because it is very cloudy today. It'd be helpful. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for sharing that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for music, and I'm looking for that button. Okay, so I got some music playing. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Well, you guys should too. Get comfortable. make us smile. Even when we don't want to smile, if we smile, it releases endorphins and it helps. So smile, put your feet on the ground, sit, get firmly planted in a seat. I'll say a little blessing of intention for this meditation for all of us. Anybody who watches this in the future and who's here now, may this be well for them, for all of us, be beneficial, helpful, uplifting. May we be blessed for the time we're spending to be more spiritual, be more present, and get closer to our Creator and all that He's done for us. It's a beautiful thing when we have a relationship with something greater than ourselves. It truly is. So I just pray that for everybody, and I pray that in Jesus' name. All right, we're gonna take a deep breath in. Imagine a light coming down, touching the crown of our head, going into our mind, healing, cleansing it, washing it. Ooh, how good it feels to be present with a loving, creative energy, to be present with supportive friends and family. And just imagine that that light is just surrounding your entire face, inside and outside, and relax those facial muscles. Going deeper and deeper into relaxation down our shoulders, relax the shoulders as we breathe deeper and deeper into relaxation. Down into our heart. May everything the light touches from this point just be healing, be calming, beneficial, good for all. Have a loving heart, patience and kindness. Down into our stomachs. Peace, tranquility. Release any tension you have there, just release. Breathe even deeper into our legs are getting heavy. Hands and arms are heavy. Feet are heavy. Glowing. May you realize that everything is working out for you, that good things are coming your way, and that there's so many good things already going on for you. Maybe take a moment to appreciate all the good things in our lives in this meditative state. The homes that we have, the pets that love us, family members that support us, and anything not serving you, anything not working for you, may that just float away and just melt away. Just focus on the good. We focus on the good at this time because it's our moment to feel good. It's our moment to be present and grateful and have healing take place inside of us. Not a space to solve any problems, not a space to worry about the future. It's simply a time to be present. Take some deep cleansing breaths. Anything that needs to be healed, mind, body, and soul, take a moment to visualize that happening right now. That any anything in our lives that's causing us strain. It's just washed away. We visualize it all working out. See ourselves in front of us, and it's to our healthy mind. What does that look like? How does it feel to be healthy mentally, energetically, physically healthy? What does that feel like to be physically healthy? Now, in this world, sometimes things happen to us out of our control, and there's things that we're going to have to deal with forever. But in a meditation, we can imagine that that's not the case, and then we can actually be healed. And healing does take place the more we visualize it. So physically, how does it feel to be well? Be able to run, to jump, have fun, mentally, physically, and spiritually. How does it feel to be in tune with your creator, in tune with your higher purpose, doing things that you love, that have meaning? And what we all can do is actually send love to someone who needs it in this state. This is our healing heart, our uplift. Who pops into your head that needs healing, and just send them that loving energy, envision them doing well, or say a prayer. I like to rub my hands together and just put them out and imagine that that energy, that friction I just made is just going out from my palms like a antenna. It's not coming from you, it's coming from a higher source, but just imagine that energy is just you just sending it like a shockwave to those that you love and care about. And sometimes you have to put them on your own heart. Take care of yourself, and then it's going to radiate to the people around you. The truth will be known. Love always wins. Repeat after me. Today is going to be a good day. Today is already a good day. I'm happy to be alive. Deep breath in. Hold and breathe out. Ooh. Take a moment of silence if you want. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hello, everybody. We have time we can share. And I don't know, I could turn off YouTube to be vulnerable, or YouTube can be here. Though nobody's on there ever. There might be a few people that watch it eventually. How are we doing today? What do you got going on? I want to hear it. What's some big wins, something that you've accomplished we could celebrate together?
I can't think of anything.
You are,
Um,
go ahead.
like, so last night I was talking to my husband, and I've been tracking like my cycle. So like I don't use birth control, like it freaks me out. So I've always counted my days, and like I've been like really this time like focusing on when it is. And I've always known that obviously like our mood shift and all of that like before we get our periods or whatever. But like ever since I started like actually tracking it and like seeing it on my phone, I'm able to say to like, okay, Micah, like next week it's coming. So this week I'm going to be a little moody. I'm going to be a little tired. I'm going to feel like a little off. So like this week, like he's been able to kind of like support me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I've just been like really drained and really tired. And like, I'm just like kind of miserable. And he knows that if I say something, that he doesn't take it personal and he doesn't get upset with me. And like, we both, like, he can remind me too. Like, when I, like last night, I was like, oh, I'm just so frustrated right now. And I'm like, and I don't know why. And he's like, yes, you do. You know why. Like, he's able to remind me too, like, this isn't forever. This is just a couple days. Then everything will be better and you'll be back where you were. And like I've always known, obviously, like that if you can track it and you can see it, like you can see your energy levels change. And I've been really trying to do that more. And like I was telling him, like, I really would like to get to the point where I can like kind of set my work schedule around it, because like there's the weeks that I'm like really high energy and a great mood. Like those weeks I get so much done. And then like these weeks I'm exhausted, I'm tired. So if I can like focus on getting my stuff done on the weeks that I have high energy and remind myself like, hey, that week's coming up where you're tired and you're moody and you don't want to do work. So let's get everything done before that week. And then this week I can actually in the future not worry like, oh my God, there's no content posted or anything like that. You know, avoid making appointments this week, avoid doing too much this week where it's like I'm feeling drained and tired. Sorry, that was really long, but I just thought it was really helpful, like, because it's really helped me.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, I've actually heard that it's helped a lot of people. They have apps for it too and everything, right? Because so
Yeah. I used to use an app. Actually, that's how we used an app to get pregnant, like to follow my chart to see when I was ovulating. And when it was time to decide like what type of birth control, I was like, I just really don't want to use a birth control. Like it just has always kind of freaked me out. Like I've had birth control make my legs go numb before. So like I just really wanted to avoid it. And I was like, if we can track when I can get pregnant, maybe we can track also when I, you know, like to make sure I don't get pregnant. So mine's very regular. So anybody that's not, this isn't the technique to use, but because I'm able to like really keep track and like be careful on those three. There's only one day you can actually get pregnant, only one day of the month.
what?
Yeah, like my doctor was explaining it to me, and they say to try the day before and the day after, because usually the day that you can get pregnant, you're not really sure, and usually people get it wrong. So um so I'm just like, I try to like go back, like I'm going backwards pretty much, and like instead of trying to get pregnant, I'm using it to not get pregnant. I used to use an app, but it was like too much for like the simple thing I was trying to do. I was like, I just want to know when it's coming. I don't need all this other weird stuff.
That's really cool. I have IUD, so my I guess
Yeah,
it's all just not normal. It's abnormal that I don't have cycles. But like I
your
don't know,
body will
but I
probably,
still should have some sort of cycle.
yeah, it definitely probably still does. And if you can like even like kind of start feeling yourself out, you might be able to kind of figure out what that cycle is and like be able to like kind of track like your own moods and stuff. Um, yeah.
Cool. That's cool. I'm glad it's also working for you. Become more self-aware. I support that, like becoming aware what's going on with you, how's your sleep, how's your mood, like, and then you can actually like problem solve like how I can feel better. Like there's so many things going on in our lives that we can make, like if we have an anxiety problem or we have a disorganization, like a scatterbrain or whatever, if you start seeing a pattern, you're like, okay, I was really unorganized and scatterbrained the day after I only got 3 hours of sleep, like be able to just being
Mhm.
aware, because some people just like they and I was this way before, like just feeling like this is just how it is. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with. This is how it is. And it's really there's so many things we can do to feel better. Like don't
Yeah.
give up. Like medication, vitamins, sleep, tracking your cycle, journaling, all these things will help you. And you could find out it could be one specific type of food or something that could be affecting your mind. So I love that, Alicia. I want to snap for you. I love that. And thank you for sharing that. And Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that one. I just going in my diary more and keeping track is it's super helpful. And consistency is key. You can diary and track for 1 week, but you don't do it all month. You're not gonna catch anything. It's almost like a science experiment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like I was telling him that like before I would be having these really great weeks where I'm getting so much done, and I hit a moment where I was like, "Oh my God, I'm tired. I can't keep up. I'm not where I was. Like I'm not doing as good as I think I am." And now I'm going, "Oh wait, that's not what the problem is. The
It's
problem
just your hormones.
yeah, it's just and then it's like, okay, like I'm able to forgive myself and be like, this isn't what life is. This is just the moment. This is just a couple days. Once it starts, I know I feel better. So it's like able to like remind myself because like literally before it was like I've had these great weeks where I felt so good, and then I have that day where I'm just miserable because it's coming, and I would like sit there and think my world. I'm like, never mind, everything's going to crap. I might as well just give up, like. And now I have more control. It's like I feel like that's like once I've gotten control of my food and eating and all of that, and now I'm getting control of my time, my money, my hormones, like my body. It's like once I've gotten more control, it's like, okay, I can do this stuff. Like I'm like it's not easy, but I can do it. Like today, I never would have had a schedule like I have today. Like last year, no way would I have scheduled my day today like today. I would have like been having a panic attack right now. I would be like, I can't get on the call. I can't do anything. Like I have all these things I have to do. And today I'm just like, it's all right. They're all in their allocated time slots. And I just check it off as I go. And it's going to be okay. And at the end of the day, I get to look back and be like, wow, look at what I got done today. Like it's all good.
I
Just,
love it. You're inspiring. I love it.
oh, thank you.
That's so good. Yeah, I want to be more organized, or I am organized. And I think of that too. Like, well, I'm gonna work on that with Alicia. We'll work on this together.
Yes, we got this.
We got this. We got this. I love all the growth and the awareness and not settling and striving to feel better every day or be more self-aware. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 8:36 though. I'm fine, but if you guys gotta go, have a blessed day, and I'll be chatting with you probably anyway.
Yeah.
You got
Um,
you got anything, Trish, you want to share? That's it.
No, I think that is interesting how she keeps track of everything. I think it's important to understand what's going on with you and where things are coming from. I think if you understand what the problem is behind the symptoms, you're more likely to be able to deal with them in the proper way.
Mhm. Yeah. Yes, and what I'm noticing with a friend of mine is like making sure you know what you're taking in, like pharmaceutically, medically, over the counter. Like if you're trying all this stuff all the time, like it's hard to know what's working for you, what's making you down, what's making you up, what's making you stay in bed all day. Like it's like you need to know what you're doing. You need to be aware. Mindfulness. Be mindful.
yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes that takes time to sort that stuff out. You got to give it a chance to work without a lot of outside interference. And
Right.
Hmm. Wow. I was just like thinking, it was like something my therapist like said to me one time because I like so as much as like it is good to know why. Like sometimes though, like he was saying to me because I'm like, I just need to know why. Like, why am I this way? Like, I can't fix it until I know like what caused this exact emotion. And he was like, sometimes you have to start like healing from it before you can know why. And he's like, so that shouldn't be your priority. It should be like, instead of like, why am I feeling this way? It's like, how can I feel better? And he's like, sometimes through the process of feeling better, you figure out why you're there. And he's like, and then sometimes you don't. And he asked me, he's like, what will happen if you don't figure it out? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, will anything happen? Like, if you don't know exactly why you're this way, he's like, unless like it's something big, it really honestly doesn't matter. And it kind of like changed my perspective, because I was chasing always like, what happened to me when I was a kid that caused me to
Oh,
act this way. And he's like, that and sometimes it was like, what happened last week that made me think this way. And he's just like, it doesn't matter. Like,
sometimes you just gotta move on.
and I've noticed lately, like social media, like that's what it's full of, is people constantly talking about why they're the way they are. And like, my parents did this to me, and my siblings did this to me. This happened to me in middle school. And I realized that I was just consuming all of that. And that's kind of what I was then asking those questions, which I would never have thought about asking before, until it was like thrown in my face. So I think like if anybody's consuming a lot of content, which I do, I consume a lot of social media. Like I'm always on social media. And it's like, it's fine. Like, we can do it in a healthy manner, but like knowing that like the stuff you're consuming does become your life and how you think. And right now everybody is just in such a victim mindset that
Mm.
that's what we're all falling under, is that, because that's blaming your parents, like, which I was doing, like, I'm not doing anything, but just like being like, poor me, and not like,
Yeah, finding a reason why you are the way you are and putting the blame on it and then justifying why you act the way you do versus how can I grow from this and move forward. And
yeah,
sometimes it's helpful to know, like, hey, that's really insightful. Like, I this is probably like psychologically one of the things that triggered me to be a certain way, and then you can let it go or like actually pray about it and ask to let it go. And then but like yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happen in our lives that probably never figure out. You just got to figure out how to. That's what meditation is so great. You can go into your subconscious and rewire some things so that you can feel better. The whole purpose is to, I think, is to not stay stuck and to keep becoming more aware, more um happier people, more resilient people, just continuing to grow, not staying stuck. So like yeah, so if you're like, well, I'm this way because of this, and this, and I'm staying this way, and like it's not gonna help you grow. You can use it to grow, but if you use it as an excuse to stay stuck, that's the problem.
yeah. And like, people like, I'm not going to get better until my parents apologize or this. And it's like, sometimes your parents didn't even realize they did anything wrong.
Oh yeah, and you can't control other people at all. So
Right. Right. And like, but like, I think like so many people are just like, oh, they purposely hurt me. And I'm just like yesterday someone was doing that. And I was like, but did they purposely, like, did they know that they were hurting you? Like, because what you're talking about right now, I wouldn't be hurt by that. So they may not even realize that they are doing it. But
mhm.
I'm not talking, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're getting over I'll get Zoe up and you got your homeschooling and stuff to do. You got a busy day, so I'll send you off. Have an awesome day, guys. I love you so much. Stay uplifted and